Yeah, we did a fan club party this morning. There was 500 people there. My first fan club party I ever had was like maybe 7 years ago or 8, and it was 15 people at the Residence Inn on Elm Hill Pike, and we had pizza. So it's definitely changed a lot over time. But I also had the girls Ashley and Angelina from Pistol Annie's there to introduce them to my fans, and we sang some songs for my fan club. And your fan club is your core. They're the ones that like go out and spread the word about your music, and so now they're jumping on the Pistol Annie's bandwagon, which is great. But then we get up on the stage, and even in soundcheck today, just looking out at that stadium, it's just so huge, and it's really exciting to be in front of that many country music fans at one time.
Overnight to get it out today, and what went into that, and then also how seriously are you taking this? Is this kind of like a goofy side project, or something you might actually tour behind and take seriously?
Pistol Annie's was just sort of it happened organically on my couch at my house with Ashley Monroe, writing songs, and then she introduced me to Angelina Presley's music, and I fell in love with it. She's amazing, and it's really it's everything but a goofy side project for me. It's something that is so close to my heart that I'm so passionate about. I have to actually focus and make sure I'm focusing on Miranda Lambert sometimes. Okay, I got to separate the two at times, but they've been out on tour with me, and I bring them up during my set, and it's one of my favorite times on stage because I can sort of step into a different role, and not only that, but they're great friends, and it gets lonely on the road. So having two girls that do what you do and understand you and have moodiness just like you do, because they're songwriters and artists, and just support me. They watch my show every night from the side of the stage, and they don't have to. And it's really makes you feel good to know that you can still band together. I feel like it hasn't been done for a really long time since the Trio and the Highwaymen, and I think it's time for artists that share a passion to join together creatively and not let politics and not let what people think is the right way to do it get in the way. It's definitely something that I hope will change the way that record labels think and the way that the politics of the music business think, because I feel like a lot of times people get greedy and don't want to share their artists and share their creativity. But this way, it's there can be 3 managers and 3 record labels, and the artist should be able to, the music comes first, and that's how Pistol Annie's is. So we're trying to set a precedent for something different. Well, I was in like the week after we got married. We had a week off, and then I went straight into the studio that Sunday. Monday morning through Friday night, I was there from like 10 to midnight every day, 10 in the morning to midnight, just recording my own solo record. And I always get really, really stressed out and just on pins and needles for records, because it's, especially after Revolution, it was definitely a career-defining album for me. And we do it like old school, we kind of hole up and make a whole album. We don't do it here and there. And then Saturday, the Pistol Annies came in, so I had to completely switch gears, But it's really good because it shows I have so many different sides of myself that I didn't even know were there, For the Pistol Annie stuff is very housewife and very, raw and real country, and my stuff is my stuff. I have everything from old country to rock and roll. So I'm excited. I think the new Miranda record will be, it's different than Revolution, but I think that's what I had to do. It's, I have to reinvent myself to keep it going. Well, I used to be one of the crazy fans at CMA Music Festival. I still am, but I just get to be back here, which is kind of scary. But I came when it was called Fanfare. The last year it was at the fairgrounds. I was there, and this is the time where the artists sort of say thanks for giving us a job all year. They buy our records, they come to our shows, and without the people here, we can't do what we do. It's the only genre of music that has something like this. It's this close connected with the artists and the fans. We're very accessible to the fans in country music, and I think they appreciate it by showing up in 60,000 people 4 nights in a row. It's really cool that we can say in Nashville, look, our fans actually come here for 4 days to celebrate our music, and the artists show up as well. It's really neat.